yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata, and satrubodh, shayambodh, such concepts.
Yeah.
So please explain this important part of this book.
So what I referred to that shlok from chapter 4 is, it's a very common quote thanks to B.R. Chopra. Everybody knows that shlok, yada yada hi dharmasya. The problem with that interpretation, the layman interpretation of that quote, is that people, what is the common interpretation? That Sri Krishna said that whenever there is dharma declines in the society, he will come and establish dharma in the society. The problem with that interpretation is people perceived it like if there is problem in the society, Sri Krishna will come and solve it. So now we have brought this into our daily lives. Everything that happens, we always tend to wait for somebody else to fix it, somebody else to blame for it, right? We don't like to take the onus upon ourselves. So if your kid, my kid, going to a same school and they are not being taught the right thing, we both will sit and say, oh, the government is not changing it, the school is bad, the books that are being taught. Not once that will come to our mind that let's find 10 more people or parents like us and let's go to the school and talk to them about it. Right? Every single thing what we do is we just put the onus on somebody else, lobbing it over the fence. Okay, it is your problem, it is their problem. The government has its role to play, no doubt. But are we doing our part or not? Are we doing what is necessary or not? That has to be asked, right? So for example, it is my responsibility to make sure that I do not go to a store and buy halal certified products, right? The government is not going to give me a list of products to buy and the brands to buy, right? So it is my responsibility. They are making sure that the brands have the logo of halal certified on it. So the least you can do is make sure that you don't buy it. Then automatically the companies will see it that there is no business coming from these people. So the problem is we are donating millions of dollars. The Indian diaspora in US and Canada are donating, I wouldn't say donate, but contributing millions of dollars to halal economy because they keep buying halal certified food. Part of it is because people who don't care, don't know and don't care. But the people who don't know and care, we should reach them and tell them about the halal problem so that they stop buying it. My biggest problem is that when you say Indian diaspora, we are doing a lot outside lot of research will say that we see on social media that Diwali is celebrated so well in US or Australia and all that. There are more than 2,000 temples in US. Now, if you look at just the numbers, it's a very positive picture, right? It's a very optimistic picture. But what separates a temple from any other building are the things that are allowed and not allowed in the temple. But then when Zohran Mamdani type of people are allowed in the temple Garbhagriha with their shoes on and the NRI smiling and taking a picture with them, what does it signify? That you have no idea what you are doing. The same temples, I don't know how many of all these 2,000 temples in the country are selling halal certified kulfis in their canteen. How many of these temples play Bollywood songs which sexualize your own daughters and your sisters in the temple auditorium? So what type of temple sanctity are we maintaining? Does that justify the consecration of the deity when you're doing all these activities in the... So yes, on paper, statistically, it will look like you have 2,000 temples. But are they really doing what they should be doing? By definition, temples should be at the forefront of fighting for, not fighting, but representing your religion, right? We haven't come to the fighting part yet. But if you are representing your own religion, why would you sell halal that literally stands against your religion? Why even $1 goes to it? I have personal experiences when I tried to stop it in the temple. They were adamant that they want a substitute for that kulfi. My point was, okay, I will find you a substitute. Come, we will find it together. But they were not ready to have a non-kulfi canteen for a month. I'm like, what's the big deal if you don't sell kulfi in your canteen for a month? If that's how long it takes us to find a substitute. That's the priority, is what I'm saying. we get into this mode whenever we look at statistics. It looks like an optimistic number, but we need to look at it that it is financially we are financially contributing to something that is sworn to go against us, right? So that, and I in by no standards I am a pessimistic person, but I'm just trying to be more realistic and not overly optimistic, so that we get into the mode of trying to solve the problem that exists there, and not just always paint a la la land and optimistic picture to ourselves and saying everything is fine. It's not. So this book should act as a, I would say, a stepping stone or a push for the kids and even for the adults to go towards ideology and getting into the reading habit of stalwarts like Sitaram Goyal or R.C. Mujumdar or Sanjay Sanyal or Vikram Sampatji or Meenakshi Jain. Once they start reading that type of content, there is nothing in the world, no power in the world that can brainstorm them. They will see straight through any type of propaganda. We get asked a lot in NRI communities that you had a sati system in your society is regressive society, you treat women, caste system, all that. So the problem is that we immediately get into this defensive mode of trying to defend and justify why our system. Now the two problems with that is, one, either we don't have a good answer to it, and second, we don't have a good understanding of their culture also. They know about sati and like let's say a Christian person is questioning that, right? They know about those two, three things to question you about. Do you know about three things that you can question them about?
Sure.
What do we know about them? We don't. So the only thing that we can do is either make fun of it so that we become good friends, so that you don't think I am not I'm also one of you, because we both make fun of Hindu culture. Or I look for an answer to give it to them. So we have to get into that mode, and it's easy to make both of us, let's go make fun of Hindu culture. That's an easy mode to get into, and that is what most of the people get into. So we need to stop them, and the best thing and the easiest thing to do is by telling them what it is. If they know what it is, by practicing and not being a weekend Hindu, they will read, they will know, they will practice, and only then they'll be unapologetic. Unapologetic doesn't mean that I'll just keep picking fights everywhere. It is just that I know I am confident for what I'm standing up for, and nobody should be able to question that. They can question it and I'll give them the answer, but that will not stop me from doing what I'm doing.